Hello and welcome to another amazing edition of Character Education. This is the place where kids come together to learn, and Shannon, tell them what it is we're going to learn today.
I'm so glad you asked. Kids come here to learn about big ideas.
And what is a big idea?
That's a great question, Corey. A big idea is something that grows inside of us to change the world around us.
And I think it's time that we can reveal this month's big idea. So everybody, start a drum roll with me on your legs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Commitment.
Commitment.
Commitment is making a plan.
It's making a plan
and putting it into practice.
and putting it into practice.
And this feels like we're off to a great start today, and that's perfect because we have a lot to do.
Oh, hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
I'm sorry, guys. I told Shannon to get everything we needed before we got started, but
No. Corey, it's not that. It's not that. I've been taking this whole commitment thing very seriously.
Should I be afraid?
No. I was watching one of those shows the other night where they were trying to teach dolphins how to talk.
You aren't planning on getting a dolphin, are you?
Corey, why would you even think that? Of course I'm not getting a dolphin, man. Come on.
I'm sorry. I just know how passionate you get sometimes.
I understand. No, I measure my bathtub. It won't fit.
Good call.
Yeah, thanks. But I got a goldfish, and I'm committed to teaching my goldfish how to talk.
Wow, that's commitment right there. So good job.
Thanks, Corey. It's like it was planned. I can't wait until Bubbles learns to carry on a conversation.
Bubbles.
Yeah, my fish, Bubbles.
Great name.
Thanks.
So
Anyhow, I'm gonna train him. Hello, Bubbles. Bubbles. Hello. Hello. You say hello. Hello.
Shannon, how exactly did they train the dolphins to talk?
Oh, they didn't.
They didn't?
No, they just hooked up all these electronics and computers and things to get them to understand words so they could eat.
But you thought that you could get this to work on a goldfish.
Yeah. I forgot the food. It's the reward system. I totally forgot about that.
Shannon.
Yeah?
How much food has Bubbles been eating lately?
None, really. I think what it is we've been doing so much training on this whole language thing. You know, fish brains, they can't really do two things at once, you know?
Yeah, but I thought you were gonna feed Bubbles.
Huh?
The fish food.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that. I'm so sorry, Bubbles.
Huh. Shannon, I
I
have some news for you.
Did Bubbles just say something?
No, Bubbles is never going to say anything.
What? No, that can't be, Corey.
Shannon, I think it's time for you to face the truth.
Don't you say it. Don't say it, Corey.
Bubbles is a Swedish fish.
Oh, be still my heart. I thought you were going to say that never mind. I'm not even going to say it. Man, I am so impressed with your fish breed knowledge, Corey.
Seriously, it's a Swedish fish.
Well, right. I mean, that of course explains why he hasn't learned how to talk yet. I haven't been speaking his native tongue. Let me try. Hello there, Bubbles. Bubbles? Borky, borky, bork, Bubbles? Borky, bork.
Shannon, a Swedish fish isn't a fish at all.
Yeah?
It's a gummy fish.
Corey, I don't speak gummy.
Gummies don't talk.
They don't?
No.
What? Then how am I supposed to be committed this week if gummies don't talk?
Well, Shannon, you'll just be committed the normal way. And let's talk about it. We can make some plans and figure it out, and then you'll be able to put those plans into practice.
Okay, that's cool. I only wish Bubbles could have lived long enough to hear that, Corey.
Bubbles is never alive. He's just sugar.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was a sweet fish, of course. I get it.
No, Shannon, forget about it.
Bubbles,
It's sugar.
You! Ugh!
Hey, welcome back everyone. It's a new year, so I decided that I would take on a new challenge. The ukulele. As you can tell, it's not going so well, okay? Now I've been at this for a while now, and it feels like it's going nowhere fast. That's why I'm glad we're talking about commitment this month. My teacher gave us a practice chart so we can all keep track of our progress. Having a plan for getting better helps me stick to it and keep going. The new year gives us a fresh start, a time to hit the reset button and begin again. A chance to learn something new, try something new, or be something new. And here's what I know, anything worth doing is hard. So we need commitment to help us get through the tough times when we are learning a new skill and keep falling. Or a friend told us a secret that is hard to keep. Or when school gets tough. Or when we try to play a new instrument. Commitment helps us get through the hard parts so we can experience the joy and the excitement of learning a new skill or finishing a task. Here it is. Commitment is making a plan and putting it into practice. Come on, let's do it together. Say it! Commitment is making a plan and putting it into practice.
So how many things have you started but never really finished? I'm talking about the things that you get really excited about for a couple months, a couple days, maybe a couple minutes. Like that time you wanted to try tap dancing, but just about 5 lessons in, you realized that you weren't really getting it, so you quit. Or that time that you wanted to knit everyone a scarf for Christmas, but about a week in, you decided you'd just buy them all things instead. Or when you told your mom you had to have that amazing building set at the store. But when you tried to get started, all the pieces just ended up lying on your floor. Yeah, it can be tough to follow through. You'll never be able to do it without commitment, without making a plan and putting it into practice.
Hey guys, it is time for a game that requires a lot of concentration, commitment, stick-to-itiveness, and dedication. Also, it takes some goo on your nose. Let me explain. 2 brave contestants will put a dab of petroleum jelly on their noses and then dip their faces into these tubs of cotton balls until they pick one up using only their nose. No hands. They will then transfer those cotton balls to the empty bowl and wiggle them off. Again, without using your hands. We'll put 60 seconds on the clock, and the person who gets the most cotton balls transferred wins. You must show commitment by making a plan and putting that plan into action. So, let's see who our contestants will be, and let's get them set up. Okay, we're ready to begin. On your mark, get set, go! Awesome job! Now, let's clean everything up as we get ready for this next video.
Dude, I'm Lawson, and I'm tired of this cold weather. In fact, I'm gonna catch a ride across the country and spend my days catching waves on the beach. Right after I tell you the story, of course.
That's actually not a surfboard, it's a wakeboard.
What board now?
A wakeboard for the lake, not the ocean.
I'll just wing it. First, let me tell you the story about this girl, Katie, that my cousin knows. See, Katie is tired of boring New Year's resolutions. So, the first day back to school, she decides, I resolve to be awesome this year. And her dad's like, how's that work? And Katie rolls her eyes, like the world's biggest eye roll. So big her eyes pop out. And Katie's like, hello, I'm just gonna be awesome. And then she flings some confetti to liven things up. But her dad and her brother Jude don't think that's so awesome. So Katie's like, what? Anyways, the next day when Katie gets back from school, she gets her dog, Chewbacca, awesomely excited. But she can't take him for a walk because she has to have an awesome snack. So she tells him, chill out, dude. And then Jude can't figure out his math homework, so he asks Katie, can you help me? And Katie's like, yeah, with an awesome dance party. So she busts out her best moves. Ballet, country line dancing, hip hop. And Katie shouts, hey! That's when Dad comes in to see what's up and asks, how's it going with the awesome thing? And Katie tells him, not awesome, because everyone seems to be mad at me. And her dad says, maybe you need a plan. So, Katie starts making a checklist and a 3-hour PowerPoint presentation. But Dad says it's way easier than that. Love others. And Katie says, I can stick to that. So, the next morning, Katie wakes up early and packs everyone awesome lunches. And then she helps Jude finish his math homework. And then she invites Jude to take Chewbacca for a walk with her, which they turn into the most awesome dance party ever! So kids, remember that commitment is making a plan and putting it into practice. Probably shouldn't plan on taking this thing surfing, huh?
Hey, it just started snowing. Your board might make a good sled.
That sounds like an awesome plan! I just need some shoes first. See you guys next time. Cowabunga, dudes!
Hey kids up there on the other side of the screen, I got a screen right here with a letter on it from Noah in Mississippi. You know, the place that gives us the perfect way to count seconds. And that took you about 2 Mississippis to get that. Anyway, here's what Noah has to say. Dear Zachary, my school had play tryouts for the adventures of Tom Sawyer. I just know I had to be him. I was so excited when the director said I got the part. I was gonna be the best Tom Sawyer since Tom Sawyer, maybe even better. And then I got the script. I had a lot of lines to memorize, like all the lines in the whole play. I'd already said I'd take the part, but there was no way I could do it. I needed a plan B. what if I could go up there and just do funny stuff instead? Or maybe I could just make up the lines. So, Aunt Polly, you want me to paint the fence, huh? I think it'd be more fun if you painted it. And scene. We were only 2 weeks from the performance, and my plan Bs were not working. So finally, I tried to make Jeff take the part instead. And that's plan C if you were keeping track. But it turns out Jeff was really attached to his role as Tom's Aunt Polly. That's when it hit me. I was putting more work into getting out of it than just doing it. So then I got Jeff to help me memorize the lines. And it didn't take long to memorize them. Now I'm all ready to be Tom Sawyer tomorrow night. So check that out, kids. Noah wanted to do something awesome, but he had to stick with his plan to make it happen. And you can make it happen too. You just have to remember this. Commitment is making a plan and putting it into practice.
Okay, well, before we left for winter break, Tucker agreed to put together the teaching segment for today. That's the part of the program where we look closer at our big idea. I sure hope he followed through. You know what? Maybe Tucker is working on it and we should just go over it really quick. Repeat this after me. Commitment, making a plan, and putting it into practice. The animal is the meerkat and the color is copper, and I'm out of things to say. Hope he shows up.
Oh, hey, Heath. How's it going?
Tucker.
You want to play some basketball? Oh, I'm good. I'm okay. So what's up with you?
Well, I was just out here waiting for the teaching segment. And you?
Well, with the coming of the new year, I thought I'd pick up playing some basketball.
Really? Oh, I got it. You're saying since we're talking about commitment, you thought you'd show the kids a great example of how you were making a plan and putting it into practice by learning how to get better at basketball.
Well, I just really wanted to be able to spin on my finger. I wasn't even listening. What was the thing you said about the teaching segment?
Tucker, you were supposed to get the teaching segment together for today, remember?
Yeah, that's right. Hey guys, commitment, right? Who wants to be committed?
Tucker, why didn't you do what we talked about? I mean, we made a plan, you were supposed to tell the story, and you didn't put it into practice.
Okay, listen, Heath, it's not my fault. I just ran out of time. I mean, here's what I did over winter break. I ate too many leftovers, so I had to sit on the couch for a little while. I watched some TV, and I got a brand new Blu-ray video, so I watched that. It was about this group of bees that played basketball called Air Buzz. I put it on repeat and watched it for 6 days straight. That's when I decided I wanted to play basketball, and that was pretty much my winter break.
You ran out of time? Tucker, that sounds like you just wasted all your time. I tell you what, Tucker, I was afraid this might happen, so I have something prepared.
You didn't believe in me. I'm learning basketball.
Yeah, I tell you what, why don't you help me and maybe we can all learn something about this month's big idea. Commitment is all about making a plan and putting it into practice. It seems like you just ran out of time, but if you want to make the smart decision and maximize your potential, that means you actually have to put into practice the plans you make. You have to manage your time. Okay. Let's say this jar represents the time you have after you get out of school each day. It's your choice on how you want to use it, right? If you want to maximize your potential, you need to make the most of it. If we're going to make a plan, we need to realize what's most important. We need to prioritize. Now, these ornaments represent some of the things that you have to do, like your homework, or putting together a teaching segment for character education, or practicing for soccer or basketball team, or helping your mom and dad out around the house. And these beads represent the things you love to do. What would be some of the things you like to do, Tucker? What do you love to do after school?
Oh, definitely watching TV, playing video games, and Minecraft.
Great. Let's say after school you go home and you really want to play some video games and watch TV. But when you get home, your dad or your mom asks you to take out the trash.
Oh, man, the trash? But I want to play video games.
Okay, so maybe you decide not to take out the trash right away. And instead you play some video games for a little bit. Okay, so then it's dinner time. So you stop, eat with your family, and then what next?
Oh, I always like to watch a little TV, and my favorite program actually comes on right after dinner. So maybe I'll watch that just for a little bit.
Okay. So your program is over and it's time for your homework. So you work on your math.
Yeah, knocked it out of the park.
But look, by the time you get done with your math, it's too dark to play basketball practice, and you haven't started the teaching segment. By the time your mom says, Tucker, it's time for bed.
What?
They just don't fit.
No, what do you mean? I thought we were trying to make a plan to maximize my potential.
Tucker, that's the point. If you want to practice the big idea of commitment, you need to understand what's important to commit to. That's why we have our big three: treating others right, making smart decisions, and maximizing your potential. You prioritize. When you prioritize, you realize that some things should come before others. Let's try it again with our day and see if we can fit everything in. I've got a whole new set, so here we go.
Heath, obviously it's not gonna fit. The jars are the same size, and we have the same amount of everything.
Let's see. Remember our big three? Treating others right? Let's say when you get home, you think about treating others right and you realize that your mom and dad could really use your help. So the first thing you decide to do is take out the trash.
Really? The trash? Okay, I guess I can wait on video games for a few more minutes while I help them out. But will I still have time to play video games?
Sure, but remember we made a commitment. We need to put into practice.
Okay. So, if we're committed to the big three, the next one would be the smart decision, right?
Sure. So you got some math in the teaching segment. Do you think the smart decision would be to play video games first or get that stuff out of the way so now you have enough time to do it right?
I guess the smart decision would be to do my homework and work on that.
Good. So you're getting your homework done, you're getting your teaching segment taught, just in time for dinner. You eat dinner and your favorite show is on.
Sweet, let's watch that.
Great.
Is it close to bedtime? I still want to play video games.
Tucker, you still have a little time. Remember last time you did your math after watching TV, so you used the extra time to play some video games.
Hey, it all fit.
See, Tucker? When you prioritize your time and stick to putting into practice the plans you make, you maximize your potential.
Wow, who knew commitment? I mean, just making a plan and putting it into practice could really maximize our potential.
Absolutely. So, Tucker, if you would have started by working on your teaching segment, we might have had time so that I could have helped you learn some basketball. Then you could have relaxed a little bit while still accomplishing what you wanted.
Okay, you're right. I'm going to make a plan. I'll put aside a little time each day to work on my basketball, and then maybe I'll get better. I'm going to be committed.
Okay. Well, let's say our big idea together. Commitment.
Commitment.
Making a plan.
Making a plan.
And putting it into practice.
And putting it into practice.
Last year, I promised to write in this journal 150 times before the new year. Well, I didn't quite make it. But looking back at the year, there's a lot of stuff that I would have forgotten about. Like number 77. New kid is moving in. And I'm not so sure that's a great thing. We call him New Kid because nobody knows his name yet. He shows up outside for just a few minutes and then disappears. Maybe he's like a spy and they're a spy family. And then entry number 83, when Tim and I became friends. Then when we weren't friends anymore. Then when we were best friends again. remember the time I told you I was scared about my grade in Mrs. Vick's class? It was number 107. I'm concerned about Barrett's continuing lack of attention to detail. He understands the material, but he doesn't apply himself, and doesn't seem to understand that homework must be turned in on time. But you know, Mrs. Vick was probably right. There were some times I didn't write anything. I was at camp and thinking about other stuff. But I'm glad I kept my journal around and still wrote some. This was a good year. I think this year, I'll try again to make it to 150. Love, Barrett.
Look at me, I've been practicing my dance moves. I'm gonna be on the dancing competition for Scotland's greatest dancer. Hey there! I'm MC Haggis, I'm the world's greatest Scottish rapper, and this is my beatboxing partner, Seamus McFamous. Give him a sample, Seamus. Woo! And he does that without stretching first. Pretty good. Anywho, Seamus wants to expand his musical talent by learning to play an instrument. And that goes perfectly with this month's life app, Commitment. Making a plan and putting it into practice. Seamus, why don't you go ahead and show them what instrument you'd like to play for them? Ooh, the harmonica. You can play some nice songs on that instrument. You know, all you have to do is blow through it. Give it a shot. Go, try. Seamus, that's not how you play the harmonica. You don't blow through it with your nostrils, you blow through it with your mouth, like this. I know where this has been. Why don't you try another instrument? Whoa, now you're talking. A keyboard? That's a perfect choice. Aye. Wait. You're gonna... Oh, look at that! You programmed it to say aye! You've already been practicing! Aye! Way to show commitment! Aye! That's great! Hey, you know what? Let's do a rap about it, okay? Let's go ahead. Kick it. In the word team, there is no aye. You can see that with the naked aye. The letter I isn't inconsistent. To learn to play the keyboard, you gotta take lessons and make a plan and put it into action. Stick with it, and that's commitment. Word. It's like an audible roller coaster. Play along with it. This tastes funny. Hey.
I'll admit, Shannon, when we first started talking about commitment, it didn't really seem like a fun word. Yeah. I mean, in January, it's the time where people fail resolutions, but all of us want to be known as people that keep our word, that we do what we say we're going to do.
Right, and making a plan and putting it into practice is a great way to show others that we can be committed to the things and that we're trustworthy.
So let's just say it one more time together.
All right.
Commitment.
Commitment.
Is making a plan.
Is making a plan.
And putting it into practice.
And putting it into practice.
See you next time.
Monday morning, up and running. It's just begun. A brand new day, no time to waste. Gonna get it done. So many plans, so much to do. But that's okay, I'm gonna see it through. 'Cause day after day, and time after time, Gonna make a plan, I know I can see it to the end. Every moment I keep on and do the best I can. I won't give in, I won't give up. No, gotta give my all and that's enough. Hey, 'cause day after day and time after time, I'm gonna do what I say. I made up my mind, I follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. I follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. 'Cause day after day and time after time, I'm gonna do what I say. I made up my mind, I follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. I follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. I won't give in, oh, I won't give up, no. Gonna give my all, yeah, and that's enough. I won't give in, oh, I won't give up, no. Gonna give my all, yeah, and that's enough. 'Cause day after day and time after time, I'm gonna do just what I say. And I made up my mind, I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. 'Cause day after day and time after time, I'm gonna do what I say. I made up my mind, I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed. I'll follow through, don't you forget it. Oh yeah, it's true, you know I'm committed.
Out with the bad air, in with the good. Out with the bad air, in with the good. Like a tiger. 1, 2, 3, million, million and one, million and two, million and three, million and 3.5, million and 4.
Hey, Lawson.
Hey, Brandon.
What you doing?
Working out, getting big.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's my New Year's resolution to get in shape. Every year, I say to myself, Lawson, this is the year that you get that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson-esque body that you've always wanted, but I've never followed through. But this year is different. I'm focused, I'm driven, I'm gonna change my body.
No, same here.
Oh yeah? You wanna work out with me?
No, I'm trying to gain weight. It's really hard. It's exhausting.
$1,000,002, my new personal record.
Hello, I'm Brandon.
And I'm exhausted.
Oh, nice to meet you, exhausted. I'm Brandon.
Oh, yeah!
Nice. And welcome to the So-and-So Show.
The first of the year.
I'm so ready. I'm gonna hit this year with everything I got, you know? Really go to town.
So, like, Albuquerque? So, Brandon, why exactly do you want to gain weight? It seems like everybody that I know is always trying to lose it.
I'm really tired of being the skinny guy. No, here, listen to what happens when I flex. It's not natural. I just want to bulk up a little.
But didn't you used to be a bodybuilder?
Oh, that was weeks ago.
Oh.
Hey, but I think I know how that we can solve both of our resolution problems.
How's that?
It's time for someone who knows stuff.
Oh, here, have a seat.
Oh, you're never gonna shape up sitting down. Get up!
Okay.
Now, let's start by warming up those muscles. Let's start with some jogging in place.
Okay.
First question. Who are you, and what do you know?
Oh, I'm Gloria, and I'm a personal trainer. Jumping jacks!
Second question. Is this normal?
No, that's not typical. Let me try.
Yeah, that's certainly different.
Honey!
So what made you get into training and fitness?
Well, exercising and eating right have always made me extra happy and healthy, so I wanted others to feel that way too. How you feeling, Lawson?
I feel great.
Oh, squats!
How does one become a personal trainer? Did somebody train you?
Oh, of course! I've had a few trainers and mentors over the years who've taught me everything I needed to know. But it's not just about what you know. You gotta do it. Right, Lawson?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You ready and warmed up? Ready for this workout?
That wasn't the workout? That was just a warm-up?
You're hilarious.
I know. No, but seriously, I think I'm ready.
Ready for what?
Can you smell what the Lawson's been cooking?
I don't think you're ready for the heavy lifting. If he keeps doing that, he's gonna hurt himself or something.
Hey, Lawson, don't hurt yourself.
Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Oh, my spine.
Oh no! Let me help you.
It's okay. I'm just resting. Don't worry. Just taking some intervals for some heart rate purposes stuff and things.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't look too great.
What are you talking about? I look jacked. Ugh.
We'd like to thank Gloria for coming on the show.
Actually, can I offer you some advice?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if you are trying to bulk up, you might want to make some healthier choices.
I know that.
Okay, just never mind. Thank you guys for having me.